What's up, ladies and gentlemen, here following Barrie Wrestling on the Verge. I'm Matthew Grant. This is the weekly wrestling podcast, making a return to the wonderful Ferris Lane Community Church for tonight's event. And what a card it was. The main event pitted the amazing Canadian Lionel Lang, former Three Pistols champion here in Barrie Wrestling, going one-on-one with a man that's, holy crap, I heard the reaction for him tonight, almost becoming the fan favorite here at Barrie Wrestling. And John Atlas, the Playboy, what a back and forth between the two. And actually, a stipulation was behind that very match, as on September the 10th, the winner would go on to face John Breed for the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. I don't know, lights go on, it is what it is. It ended up being John Atlas picking up the victory, and we're going to have the Battle of the Johns. It's going to be Atlas versus Breed. Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship up for grabs at the annual Back to School show on September the 10th. You also have Cruiserweight Classic participant Tyson Dukes is going to be in the house on September the 10th. What is he going to be doing? You never know. Check out, actually, a couple weeks ago, he was on the Weekly Wrestling Podcast talking about the Cruiserweight Classic and all of that good stuff. Highly recommend you checking that out. Patient 705 will be making his first appearance in the ring for a match on September the 10th, so that's another thing to look out for. A tremendous amount of stuff to look out for from Barrie Wrestling coming up on September the 10th. It was RJ City versus Freddie Mercurio here tonight as well. Those two went one-on-one. It was RJ City picking up the victory, but Freddie will be back on September the 10th, and he has an open challenge. So I can only imagine what we're about to see. As joining me right now is the one, the only, Mr. RJ City. RJ, I know you had a little bit of an underhanded tactic in tonight's victory, but you picked up the victory, and that's all that matters.
But how long are you going to do this for? You know what I mean? How many wrestlings? After a while, it's kind of like enough with the wrestling. After a while. It's like, wait, you see another hip toss? You know what I mean? Covering the whole show, everybody hip tossing and body slamming. And
Don't forget your sleeper hold. Don't forget about that.
No. My sleeper hold is not a wrestling move. It's an experience. Like me, Arthur is an experience. You don't see it every day. You don't see it on every show. May God rest her soul.
RJ City, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. I blanked out. It was lovely seeing all of you watching on your computers.
Computer, mobile, wherever you can access youtube.com/weeklyWrestlingPodcast.
Yeah, and like if you got a computer chair and it's that fabric, it's no good because I know you're sitting by yourself and you're farting on it, and the fabric holds in the fart. Get like a plastic or a wood chair so it bounces off and goes somewhere else. Be professional, you know what I mean?
Might go in their face again.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's the credit music. All right, I gotta go. Good night. Pleasure.
RJ City, everybody. September the 10th, back to school. We'll be back here at the Ferris Lane Community Church. I don't know if we're going to be in the house, but you guys should be supporting Barrie Wrestling, some of the best wrestling in Ontario. I'm Matthew Grant. This is the Weekly Wrestling Podcast, and this has been another show. Have a good one, folks.